Alrighty, hey, it's Dr. Stan Harris, known as Dr. Breakthrough. And I always say, as Dr. Breakthrough, I can't provide the breakthrough. I just prescribe the breakthrough. But when people follow my breakthrough prescription, God Almighty provides the breakthrough they desire and deserve. And the breakthrough is exploding through barriers that at one time seemed insurmountable. So many of our new WeeTwo holders got a little bit antsy and scared because they saw a huge drop. Well, I'm here with the CEO, Mr. Delano Steinacker, and he's going to give you some powerful, pertinent information. Matter of fact, you want to get something to write on and something to write with, because the weakest ink is stronger than the strongest memory. And so Delano Steinacker, man, take it away, help us. And I always say, by the way, don't get emotional about stuff. When it comes to business, you got to take the E, emotion, out of B, business, so you can see greater success. So help us understand this FUD thing or whatever.
Now, there's absolutely no emotion in business, but I have a lot of my heart, soul, and emotion wrapped up in this project and this incredible team. So I'm going to go straight into the word FUD, F-U-D. Write it down and Google that after this meeting. Google it and really let it get into you and dig it deeper. I am so proud of the WeeTwo project today. A lot of you were nervous and you saw, oh my gosh, the bottom's falling out. No. We have gotten large enough that we've caught the attention of people who are willing to actually engage in a FUD campaign. They saw how high we had gotten and they're like, I don't want to buy there. So on a few blog sites, some people talked about how WeeTwo token doesn't have liquidity. We have more liquidity than any token in our class, and we're burning it so that it can't go away and it can't get rug pulled. Falsehood, disinformation. Now, what is FUD? It is a campaign ployed against you to jump on fear, uncertainty, and disinformation.
Ooh, come on. Say that one more time.
Fear. Fear is the hardest part of it. Uncertainty. Is this fear real? Is this imagined fear? My name is Delano Steinacker. I am not a relative of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, but my name is after him, his middle name. And he did coin something. We have nothing to fear but fear itself.
Come on.
A lot of people lost a lot of money today due to fear, uncertainty, and disinformation. Now, you talk about me not having passion or not getting emotion involved. Disinformation riles me. If any of you know me personally, you know that you tell me lies. I know what you're telling me. And we got words to talk about. Now, I don't know who did this. We're efforting that at the moment. But on a blog site, they talked about we have no liquidity. Dr. Stan advised me against showing you the difference between our chart and our liquidity and other tokens out there, because
well, man, go ahead and show it now. Go ahead and show it. Now you got me wanting to see it. And by the way, when you say liquidity for the brand new person, what does that mean?
The liquidity is a pool where we bank WeeTwo's against BNB, Bitcoin. We have a liquidity pool right now for BNB, which is our gold standard, against WeeTwo tokens. So they stay balanced. So there's this much BNB, there's this much WeeTwo's. If people are buying, there's more BNB, there's less WeeTwo's. When people are selling, there's less BNB, but there's more WeeTwo's in this liquidity pool. Keeps it balanced, gives us our price. But because of the way we've liquidified this project, you can't take the BNB to zero. I can't rug pull you. No one can at this point because I've burned liquidity. That is literally taking thousands of dollars and throwing it into an address that nobody can ever get it out of. So the liquidity will always be, you can change it back and forth, but as you buy WeeTwo's, the BNB will grow. As you sell your WeeTwo's, the WeeTwo's will grow and the BNB will be less. but because we've locked it, you can't take us to zero BNB. I can't rug pull you. No one can, because the way I designed this token is for years, not for days, weeks, and months.
Come on. That's good.
Years and years and years. And by the way, once I burn the first set of liquidity, if the Binance Smart Chain is still around 100 years from now, WeeTwo will still be tradable. I can't rug pull you guys. I wouldn't. I didn't build a corporation, 2 companies around this to rug pull you on the token side. No, no, sir. So let's look at something for a second, if I may share, sir.
Please.
Now, if everybody's seeing this,
Yes.
what we have right here is our chart from where we started down here. Before I would allow the public
Now,
to
excuse
trade
me,
this
folks,
token.
that's way down the bottom left. You can see his mouse way down at the bottom left.
That's
Okay.
in October of last year. And when I started the project, I made sure it was liquidified so that every token has the base price of 000 000 0001. Triple trip 9 zeros. Now we're at 6 zeros and a 1 4. So
Wow.
we've grown. Now we had a large spike right here, and somebody took out $100,000 plus profit, $176,000 in profit. And that was beautiful because we rebounded. We had a pullback from BNB. Everybody got sick over the holidays and the first of the year. And then the office came back online because everybody was back answering their phone instead of being in hospitals right here. I think it was when Carol was in the hospital. I was at the doctor's office. Dr. Stan, right in here somewhere, you had to work on your health. We all had a hard time getting through the holidays. Now here we took off and we went up and we had today's pullback. But you can't take away over here. Dr. Stan, can they see where I'm pointing?
Yeah, I see your mouse circling on the left side there.
We have 896 BNB banking, which is more than half, around $700 and something thousand worth of liquidity overall in our project. Now, if I switch over, and everyone, I want to tell you, I don't compare apples and oranges. I don't compare bars of gold and the bars that my horse leaves behind. Okay, but I'm going to show you something, and I have no other way to do it unless Dr. Stan edits it out. But here's another type of token. This token claims to have a 2 million market cap, but they have right here 2 BNB, $920.
Wow.
A gentleman called me up, and this is why I picked on these people today to answer your FUD question. As a gentleman called me a week ago and said, Del, I've got $30,000 in a project, but it won't let me trade it. Say, give me the address, I'll look it up for you. It's not like I'm busy or anything. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, my dear friend, I am so sorry. I have no way to explain this to you, but it's a complete scam. They only have 2 BNB in there. There's no way for you to extract any more than maybe $20 at a time.
Wow.
And then in about $900 later, you're going to have, it's gone. There's nothing. And then I pointed to this red right in here. If everybody's seeing that, I can't, oh, I don't want to highlight that one. Let's not go there and show their liquidity pool where, well, let's show it for a second. The owner of it has 60% of the liquidity, that's 60% of 2 BNB, and he can pull it out anytime he wants. Let's stop talking about the other people. That's a 2 BNB project with no locked liquidity. And you're warned right here. Don't buy this. Now, whoever started their FUD campaign against us today, that's fear, uncertainty, and disinformation, said we don't have any liquidity and you need to pull your money out now before it's all gone.
Oh, so that's why there was a big drop.
Dr. Stan, a big group of our holders from the very beginning, people who had large stacks of money earned, who put in very little in the beginning, were coerced today through fear, uncertainty, with disinformation to sell their WeeTwos out because somebody on a blog site said, oh, they have nothing. Now, let me tell you, folks, here's how it goes. This works in the OTC market. This works in the stock market. They will literally see a company that's, I'm so honored that somebody would put in that effort to FUD us, if that's okay to say.
Yeah. Hey, that's okay. By the way, Jeremiah 7:8 says, you trust in lying words which cannot profit. And that's what a lot of people, and also, Dale, some folks are trusting in lying emotions because your emotions would tell you to get scared, like, oh, like especially people that just joined, they're like, oh my goodness, you told me it was going to go up and it went down. Folks, anything that's living is going to breathe, it's going to expand and contract, right? But the beautiful thing, I like what you're doing, Dale, when it goes down, as you showed earlier, it always comes up and it goes up further ahead. But anyway, go ahead, sir.
Dr. Stan, I'm going to back you up for a second. I know I'm looking in the wrong direction because I'm looking at the screen I'm talking about, and I'm looking at Team WeeTwo. Okay, so Team WeeTwo, pardon me, I'm not turning a shy eye on you. I'm looking at the screen, I'm explaining. Down in here, we had our first initial rush up. If everybody's looking where my mouse is wiggling, right in here, somebody took $100,000, $176,000 of profit out. And we recovered because you cannot take us out completely. We are rock solid for real. And when they took that out, about down to here, other people saw that drop and jumped in. But let me tell you what, Dr. Stan, some of the people that bought here in this region, this green up, let me see if I can zoom in here to when this was scary for people, where it's, oh my gosh, WeeTwo is, oh, it's climbing, I got to get on board. And they bought in this green bar, they bought in this green bar, they bought in this green bar. And then that person took out, that very pleasant person, I'm very proud of her, took out all this money, other people joined in, and then we bounced back. But some of these people, Dr. Stan, held their WeeTwo tokens all the way into here and made incredible profits. Wow. We had a gentleman that put in back there at that other bulge I showed you.
Yes.
He put in $2,800. I'll show you the exact bump. Right here in this range, he took out 100, excuse me, he stopped short because he's like, wait a minute, I need to keep a lot of WeeTwos because this thing's going to be $2,000 a week retirement for me. And he stopped at 70,000, but he took out $70,000, Stan, to take to build the business he dreamed of doing. He put in 2,800 out there. He held through.
And how long of a time was that?
It was 105 days before he cashed out.
Wow. 3.5 months.
You know, I'm a pretty smart businessman, and again, not a financial advisor, and I can't give anybody financial advice, but if I could put $2,800 into something and pull out 170,000, he was going to pull out a full 100. And he communicated to the company because he wanted to know how to do it in a way that wasn't going to cost him too much tax on what's called the price impact fee.
Wow.
And he wanted our advice, and anybody that's got a substantial amount of money to pull out, anything over, $30,000, $40,000, can contact our office. We'll put you in touch with our CTO and our outreach team, and we'll guide you through getting your money out to not give you a high impact cost for trading. If you pull out $100,000 in one transaction, and you're welcome to do it, because you'll only strengthen our liquidity pool, but it's going to charge you a 20% tax or more or less, depends on.
So Del, he was also being a good team player, because the beautiful thing about this is when anybody purchases, it goes up. But then when he's taking out that big thing, it makes it drop. So for the people that, again,
what we advised him is the same thing I tell everybody. You say, oh, I want to pull out 30 grand. Okay, please do. But for a second, think, instead of paying a 15, 20% loss to the liquidity pool for your price impact for pulling it all at once, is there anything wrong with $500 every 2 hours for the next 8 days?
That's good.
Seriously. And if you're one of our lucky whales, or some of our new lucky incoming whales, because you can still be a whale in this one, we're only started. When it gets to the point you say, man, I want to pull out $1 million, you can clip it all at once, but you probably lose 40%. Contact our office. We'll guide you through how to pull it out safely, slowly, in a way that won't hurt the WeeTwos you hold, won't hurt Team WeeTwo, won't hurt anyone else.
Right. Wow.
But that's not what happened today. And I want to go back to that and stop talking about the future and talk about today, because today an incredible thing happened. The WeeTwo project got big enough that somebody was willing to orchestrate a FUD attack, feed a bunch of Team WeeTwo this misinformation that we don't have liquidity. I see. Oh, when it happened, we had almost 1,000 BNB backing our liquidity. People pulled out 80-something thousand dollars today in fear, uncertainty, fed with disinformation. Did it hurt WeeTwo? Not a bit. It strengthened WeeTwo. We had more consolidation, and people that bought 100 days ago and could have done a lot better, walked out with massive profits, which is good. And it's what I want for all of our traders, all of our partners, all of Team WeeTwo. But in doing so, they strengthened our liquidity pool. They strengthened our charity wallet. So it's okay. I like it. But unless you just want to fall for fear, uncertainty, and disinformation, when somebody tells you WeeTwo has no liquidity, go do your own due diligence, look at it, call our office. Oh, by the way, this is one of a few, only a few cryptocurrencies in the world that has an office number that's answered, with a physical office address that's published.
Right. So in other words,
and we'll help guide you through and either find a solution to what misinformation you're handled, or find out, lo and behold, we may be missing something. We may need to answer something as a corporation. But do we have liquidity? Yes.
awesome.
Can a man put in $2,800 and 100 days later pull out 70,000? Yes. A year from now, when some of our investors want to pull out $1 million, will the liquidity be there? Yes.
Awesome.
Please do your own due diligence. Do not act out of fear. Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, "We have nothing to fear except fear itself." Today, a lot of people let go of their diamond hand over fear, uncertainty, fed by disinformation. Sir, may I close and close my screen?
Yes, sir. So in other words, to the average everyday person, there's nothing to be concerned about. Dips happen, and then you make a comeback. So as a matter of fact, Dale, when I got my purchase, my WeeTwo, my appreciating asset, it was 36 days before I even looked at it. You know, some people are like looking every hour and their emotions are up and then they're down, right? So, I mean, I didn't even look at, when I say set it and forget it, I said it and I forgot it. And, you know, my little 1,500 turned into over 14,000, not making an income claims, just saying what happened for me. But perhaps it went down the drop a lot, but I never even noticed it because I wasn't watching every day, right? But so in other words, just as a CEO, you're saying nothing to worry about. It's just false information. By the way, folks, haters, haters, having animosity toward everyone reaching success. One of my mentors said, if you want people to get after you, just do three things: have more, know more, and do more. He said, but if you want people to leave you alone, do three things: have nothing, know nothing, do nothing. So anyway, nothing to fear, right?
And on that note, which I will meditate on tonight and pray on all morning, is that, yes, sir, that's been my life. That's been my life. And the whole time, and this is one of those no good deed goes unpunished feelings you get. And I tell my best friend, Mark, no, sir, we do what we do. They do what they do. And I leave it at that. But my whole life, I have tried my best to lift people up, give them the information. And it has taken me 50 years to figure out a way to tell the truth without peeving a large, now you saw me slow that language down to a pick your right word, sir.
I'm so proud of you, our CEO.
And it has taken me 57 years to learn how to tell people the truth without peeving them off. And it is a refining art. I'm working on that. But the only thing you'll ever get out of me is the blunt truth, whether it peeves you or not. Today, sir, I'm sorry, before I close out again and try to get you to bump me off, is that today is a proud moment in WeeTwo, because we're big enough, bold enough, brash enough to catch the attention of somebody that's willing to create a blog site and talk dirty about me. Now you go right ahead, because I will tell you the truth at the end of the day. The next one will come. The next one will come. There will be YouTubers telling you the truth, and there'll be YouTubers going, man, I wish I could get me a stack of that at last week's price. Watch this. The CEO kills kittens and drinks baby blood, and the market goes down, and he buys in out of your fear, your uncertainty, fed by his disinformation.
And we had a bunch of people, by the way, do that with well-known people, do that even with Bitcoin. But Dale, let's close out with the brand new person that just, you know, so just like a fireside chat, just give them just 1 minute, like to help, just to make sure, again, they're calm, they're settled, they know you're in this for, like you said, for the long haul, but just camera to camera, just talk to them, just say a word for that brand new person.
Well, we are days away from filing our coin market cap listing, which will present us to millions of people. I'm watching our holders grow, and Brian and I and the vice president and our CPA, who is now involved, who may go under contract as our CFO, which is beautiful because they've taken companies public before. And we are working on our market cap listing filing. We have almost every piece of information in place, and we're looking at potentially by Monday of next week going, click, submit. And when we got that, we're going to have 1 million people are going to know WeeTwo exists. Everybody's going to have our price live, and they'll know that there is legitimacy behind this token. For Dogecoin was running 5 zeros and a number. They got their coin market cap listing. They went to half a penny in 2 weeks. Wouldn't you have liked to have been somebody like me who invested in Dogecoin when it was 5 zeros and then it went to half a penny. But I didn't sell, folks, because I figured if they got just listed, I am not going down the tubes in the first 3 days. And then Elon Musk tweeted out about Dogecoin, and it went from half a penny to 74 cents in days. Now, these apparently aren't diamond hands, because when it got to 40 cents, I was out. Not completely, because I still hold baby Doge, because I think they're going to do a big giant rebound, because Elon Musk is still supporting them and they have a solid model. They're a good cryptocurrency. I think there's something to trade in. And I've actually considered setting up a liquidity pool of Dogecoin to WeeTwo. Right now we have BNB to WeeTwo. We have Binance US dollar, which is a stable dollar coin, to WeeTwo. And I've been considering putting in a Dogecoin and a Bitcoin, to where you'll be able to go to the exchange and say, Bitcoin, give me WeeTwos. Here's my Dogecoin, give me WeeTwos. These are things we're working on. In the coming weeks, we are going to explode. Remember, everybody, April the 6th, these tired eyes, believe it or not, I don't know if you can see calluses from wearing my readers all day. They're blue blockers to keep me from going blind, staring at computers all day. But I'm getting calluses because I'm not accustomed to 80 hours a week with glasses on doing work for Team WeeTwo. But
Wow.
I'm not laying her down, son. I am on it, and I will not stop. WeeTwo is going to grow. April 6th, I'm going to be on a national radio station telling everybody about Team WeeTwo, what we're doing, how we've grown. And if everything works out right, April 6th, I will be announcing our new coin market cap listing. Need a little bit of push, a little bit of help from Team WeeTwo. Mark needs a lot of help from WeeTwo Warriors. But we are nothing but growth, and we are here to stay. And honestly, and I don't like fantasizing about or thinking about these things, but if an asteroid were to strike me in the head, a year from now, WeeTwo is still going to be traded.
Wow.
You'll still be able to take your money out. You'll still be able to put your money in. I've set it up so regardless of my condition, it trades. Now, if the good Lord sees fit to keep me going to the end of this project, in 48 months, there's going to be stacks and stacks and stacks of WeeTwo millionaires, but WeeTwo's 501c3 will be spread across the entire planet. The token will be the premier currency for animal care and veterinarians, and hopefully
And vegans.
My personal goal, because I don't need the money, my friend. I like money, but I don't need the money. My personal heart and soul is that it's someday in the future, that dog's name, WeeTwo, will be one of the most popular dog names for new puppies, because despite the fact that she's gone and I'm here, WeeTwo still go together. No matter where I go, WeeTwo will go together. And so I named her WeeTwo.
Wow. So Team WeeTwo, let's do this. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Matter of fact, right now is the best time to upgrade, to purchase more WeeTwos. And
Buy the dips. Buy the dips.
Buy the dips. All righty. So again, my friend, we say to you, peace, breakthrough, and divine increase. Don't forget, check out on Twitter. Go do some tweets, my friend. Follow WeeTwo. And again, we really need you to be on those tweets, my friend. So go over there and put your 2 cents in. All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you not just at the top. We'll see you over the top, because you, my friend, have the power.